Back from the timeout, we will touch on the NFL playoffs. Before we get on the Ravens and Titans, we will touch on the 49ers and Vikings. Mm-hmm. And the 49 defense was pretty stingy last night.
Yeah, 49ers, 49ers defense was very tough. And Kirk Cousins, I told you, he'll go back to doing that. Exactly what he did. He'll go back to doing that, and he did. He stuck up the joint yesterday. But you know what? I'm not gonna rag on Kirk Cousins too hard because it wasn't even about that. 49ers was just simply the better team. Their defense, that front seven is just absolutely disgusting. They bring it. Nick Bosa, 2 sacks yesterday. Just constantly staying after the quarterback. I believe they sacked the quarterback. I'm looking here 6 times, 7 times, 6 times. So getting after the quarterback, just made Kirk Cousins feel uncomfortable all day. And playoffs been weird. Like I said, Tevin Coleman runs for 105 yards. They had a total of 186 rushing yards. That's always a recipe, to help you win, in the playoffs. So, 49ers move on. They move on to the NFC Championship game. That's definitely exciting. I had them winning this game, yesterday. So, great game from the 49ers. And I'm telling you, they're going to be tough. Whoever come out of that, that Seattle Green Bay game is going to have their hands full in San Francisco.
So the Titans beat the Ravens behind Derrick Henry's 30 carries, 195 yards. Do you think the Titans can make the Super Bowl? Honestly?
They can. The Titans can make the Super Bowl. This is a recipe. And you know what? Looking at the 49ers game, looking at the Tennessee game, and I'm looking at the 2 teams that made the Super Bowl last year. All throughout the regular season, and I'm guilty of it, we talk about, we have to pass the ball. You got to pass the ball. It's a passing league. It's turned into a passing league. Soon as playoffs hit, it's about, can you run the football? Can you run the football, manage clock, and play good defense? It's always about that. And when it comes to the postseason, if you look at last year, even with the Patriots, they ran Sony Michel. It wasn't so much about Tom Brady. It was Sony Michel. He was running the rock. And then if you look at the Rams, it was C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley running the rock. So it's about, running the football. And then you look at the games. You look at the games yesterday. Jimmy Garoppolo only had 131 yards passing, but Tevin Coleman won for 105. They win. Ryan Tannehill. I look at Ryan Tannehill's numbers. He threw for, Tannehill last game threw for 75 yards. This game he threw for 88 yards. But you got Henry, total for 195, play strong defense, they win the game. So, NFL and these executives that try to devalue running backs, you better stop it. Because when you get to the postseason, or if you get to the postseason, or when that weather turns, November, December, you need a running back that's going to tote that rock. And you better be able to play strong defense, because the passing game, I'm not saying it's not going to be there, but it slows down. Like Lamar Jackson last night, I don't understand it. Why was he throw the ball 59 times? When has the Ravens done this?
Do you think it hurt him that they set out for 3 weeks?
Hell yeah. I told you that last week. I said I was concerned about the layoff. You cannot sit out 3 weeks of professional football and just pick back up and be like, all right, we're going to kick it back in gear. No, that team has been playing. They are hot. They had all the momentum coming in. And I understand. And look, Lamar Jackson is good, but it goes to show you, they needed Mark Ingram, and he was hurt. And Mark Ingram is the second half of that running monster, and they didn't have it. And I understand Lamar Jackson ran for 143 yards. I get it. But him throwing the ball 60 times was just not a recipe to win. And I understand they were behind, but I was watching the game from start to finish, and there was just too many straight dropbacks from Lamar Jackson for me. And before, it was a lot of, read option stuff where they fake into the running back and, a lot of pistol stuff. I saw just a lot of straight dropbacks. That's not Lamar Jackson's game. I think they got away from what they did bad. I thought they got a little cute, and it cost them. But I'm hurting for Lamar Jackson this morning. because he facing a lot of heat this morning. And I think it's unwarranted. I think he had a great season. Remember, man, this man is only 22 years old. He's special. But it's about playoff wins. And right now he's 0-2 in the playoffs, and those mount up. Trust me, as a Cincinnati Bengals fan, those mount up. They get harder. Playoff wins get harder and harder to come by once you keep losing them. So I hope, Lamar, kind of figures it out. The Ravens figure it out. And he gets a playoff win under his belt, because they get harder and harder as you progress, and you don't get it. That monkey gets bigger and bigger on your back. So congratulations to the Titans. They move on to the AFC title game, and they'll face the winner of Houston and the Chiefs. And now moving forward to today, big games. We have at 3:05. We have the Houston Texans, Deshaun Watson, facing the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. Now, I'm going to play your role here as moderator a little bit and ask you, who do you got for this game? Houston, do you got Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans, or do you got Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs? Ooh, we quiet over here. Deciding. I know it's tight. It's real tight.
I want to say Houston.
Okay.
But, the Chiefs have Travis.
Travis Kelce.
He's from the home.
Yeah. You see, you know it.
But I'm going to go with Houston.
You going Houston, Texas. You going with Deshaun Watson. I got Kansas City. I got Kansas City winning today. I just think, look, Houston barely escaped from the Bills last week. And each week presents itself as different challenges. So, I'm not going to sit up here and, say that Houston don't have a chance. But that offensive line of the Texans don't protect Deshaun Watson enough for me. He gets beat up. And I got the Chiefs winning today. I look for Tyreek Hill to have a big game with Patrick Mahomes. And I do think they prevail, and I think they do head to the AFC title game over the Houston Texans.
This next game.
Then I know. This next game is even harder to decide for me. You have Seattle Seahawks walking into Lambeau Field to face Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This one's a tough one. This was a tough one. I'm going to let you start. Who you got?
I don't know.
You can't tell me I don't know that. You got to give me something.
I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers.
You going with Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
You know what?
You're going to go with the Seahawks.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily now. I'm thinking. Because remember, I had the Seahawks. I'm not going to lie. I had the Seahawks. But on the road, I don't think they do it. I don't think they do it. And they need a run game. They need a little bit more run game. Marshawn Lynch started to get his legs under, but like I say, he's not the beast mode of the pass. Give me Green Bay winning this game. I got Green Bay advancing, going to the NFC title game against the 49ers, which will be a good game next week. I got Green Bay winning. You know what? We talk a lot about Aaron Rodgers, and rightfully so. He's one of the best quarterbacks of this generation. However, it's been Aaron Jones who's really, really, really been kind of spearing that offense there. He had 16 touchdowns. Aaron Jones. So he's one of the better running backs in this league. And and with Aaron Rodgers getting a little up there in age, he definitely uses that help. Especially when they start to when they don't bring 8 in the box, they can run the ball, run it effectively. So when they drag that man down, put 8 in the box, they can play action pass over the top with Aaron Rodgers. So it's definitely Packers definitely formidable, and I think they do win this game. It'll be a close one. I think it'll be a good game for sure.
Agree.
But I do have the Green Bay Packers winning this game. All right, coming up next, we will have the penalty box right after the timeout.